Welcome to the Golden Ratio podcast. I am Jen, GR Mom, joined as always by GR Dad.
Hi.
How's it going, GR Dad?
Pretty good.
Excellent, excellent. For the cocktail of the week this week, Zola, don't eat the... Oh. I think she just gnawed the felt end off of that rope
Oh, my goodness.
and swallowed it. Zola,
Stop.
Zola, don't eat it.
Our dogs eat everything.
All right, the cocktail of the week this week was shared by Muller, She Wrote, a very good Twitter account if you're into monitoring the Trumpies. And friend of the squad, Christine, sent this over. I do follow Muller, She Wrote. Friend of the squad, Christine, sent this post over.
Christine from North Carolina. Bless you.
Oh, my God.
Things are going haywire.
Everything just went south real fast.
Sideways.
Hey, stop that. Listen, Ingo. My notes are friend of the squad, Christine. I didn't ask her where she was from.
Fair enough.
It is a photo of a chalkboard drink menu in a bar.
Got it.
And it offers the drinks of the day. And the drinks are called, and I can tell you what's in each one or any particular one.
Oh, yeah.
There's the fuck Barrett, the fuck Alito, the fuck Thomas, the fuck Gorsuch, and the fuck Kavanaugh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
6 drinks, all
The
nasty.
thing is, there's 5 there.
Wait, who'd they miss?
They left,
The new guy.
Roberts isn't on there.
He's not?
Well, he's not in this
His
this screenshot. He could be
he's
further down
the
on the
biggest part of the problem. That should be the biggest drink.
list. No. Anyway, we got... All right, so the fuck Barrett is grapefruit vodka, limeade, and elderflower. The fuck Alito is watermelon rum, lime, mint, salt, and soda. The fuck Thomas is chocolate pistachio martini.
Oh, nice.
The fuck Gorsuch is sparkling cherry tequila and lemonade. And the fuck Kavanaugh is apple rum, lime, cran, and champagne. So the drinks themselves are not bad. You just get to pick who you want to do the fuck you to the most.
I think they should have gone a layer deeper and made like Kavanaugh just a beer. And like, you know, I don't know. I could probably have come up with some more meaningful ones.
Well, maybe that could be an assignment you give yourself for next week.
Thomas would have to be really bitter and deceptive.
Okay. It's time for Administrative Corner.
Oh, I love Administrative Corner.
What do you think the Nugget's doing in there?
Mysteries.
Probably gonna.
Is
be
she
on
under the
something.
bed?
I don't know. I can't see her anymore.
Is anything on fire? Because that could be a problem.
All right, hey, Remy.
If she learns to use fire, we're
oh
doomed.
my God, we're fucked if she learns to use fire. You guys, the chaos level has been turned far, far up.
Yeah. I mean, oh, here's the nugget, though.
Hello, Nugget. Oh, she just peed on the floor. Hang on.
Oh, my goodness. She just came here to...
Okay, I'm back.
That
Man.
was chaos.
She pees on everything, often.
She's willful.
All right, we will talk about her in a bit. All right.
This is Administrative Corner, dang it.
It's important. Okay. Item number 1 from friend of the squad, Carrie, is this story, which is not a fish scandal, but it really feels like it's in the spirit of a fish scandal story. So I'm going to tell it anyway. This is for 614now.com. The headline is Police, Man in leopard print onesie arrested after breaking into pet store, stealing gerbils in his pants.
Oh, no.
A Columbus man was arrested after breaking into a local pet store, setting animals free, and stealing others in his pants. This is Jack McLaughlin who wrote this, by the way. According to Columbus police, Matthew Pancake.
It's his nickname?
What's his name? Matthew Pancake?
Uh-huh.
Maybe he lied about his name.
Guys, verify this.
Matthew Pancake burglarized. I gotta say, I like the verb burgled.
Oh, he burgled? I don't think that's really the word, but it sounds better than burglarized is what you're saying?
No, I just think it's burgled is a fun word.
Hamburgled.
Burglarized 3 different Columbus businesses in the early morning hours today, including the Hillard Station locations of famous footwear, Rooster's Wings, and Petland. Petland a staple of the 1990s mall?
Yeah, they always had puppies in the window.
I know, it was terrible. I didn't think they existed. While police confirmed Pancake stole items from all 3 stores, his alleged actions at Petland are the most noteworthy.
I don't know. We haven't heard the other ones.
Police told 614 Now that the alleged burglar let multiple animals free from their cages. Additionally, when he was taken into custody, Pancake allegedly had multiple gerbils in his pants that were taken from Petland. According to police, Pancake was wearing a leopard print onesie.
Well, like Borat?
It's unclear what was taken from Famous Footwear and Roosters. It's also not clear what prompted Pancake's actions at the Hillard Station pet store.
What do you mean it's unclear? You guys got to ask. That's what reporters are for. You don't just get to go, unclear.
I think this is probably like Conclave reported from the police blotter.
Report. Then don't comment and say it's unclear.
Pancake was not interviewed for this story.
Pancake. That should be in quotes every time, but it's actually his name.
It's
so
his name.
I mean, I don't know. I bet he stole some like chicken wings from that wings place and stuffed some shoes down his pants too. How big could his pants be? There was a onesie.
Well, there were multiple gerbils in there, and gerbils aren't small.
I'm not going to get into why you wouldn't put gerbils in your pants, as anyone.
No. Speaking of, Jen Coleslaw, best friend of the squad.
Speaking of gerbils?
Speaking of police.
Pants?
Police and animals.
Oh.
Jen Coleslaw sent me this news clipping from the Daily Times of New Philadelphia, Ohio, published July 9th, 1924.
Whoa.
This is a 100-year-old article.
Yeah.
It's just a little snippet.
Got it.
And it was published as a snippet. This isn't part of a bigger article. It's got a little line above and a line below. It's like little quickies.
Like in between obits.
Maybe. And here's the piece. People liking turtles better than cops will be pleased to learn a turtle bit off a cop's toe in the Hudson River.
Turtle went, a cat.
So Jen Coleslaw, best friend of the squad, with some prodding from me, started an account for like the little cartoons that she makes.
Yes.
She makes all these little graphics, and it's called Coleslaw Comictary. It's like commentary, but it's comics. Coleslaw Comictary. It's got a great coleslaw head of cabbage logo on Instagram, and Coleslaw Comictary has, inspired by this, has a graphic with a little turtle. It's something in his mouth, and the turtle says, "Tastes like bacon." So if you think that's funny, you should go follow her on Instagram.
I do think it's funny. That must have been the slowest cop in the world to not escape a turtle.
Snapping turtles, man, those guys are vicious.
But it was just a
dangling.
slow turtle.
You just can't see them. They come up from the depths.
Oh, was he swimming? I
mean, he was in the Hudson River.
Picture him in uniform. He was
So
in the Hudson. What's he doing in the Hudson?
Why aren't his shoes on?
Do your job, cop. Why aren't his shoes?
So I grew up in the woods, and there was a pond in our backyard.
Woods, raised by wolves. I was raised by wolves. Jen Goldbeck.
You've been to my parents' house.
Yes, it's not in. I mean, it's in the woods.
Yeah, it is in the woods. You
planted some of those woods, but it's in the woods.
So this is actually the previous house, which you've driven past.
Oh.
But both houses had a pond in the backyard.
Yeah.
In the previous house, there was a snapping turtle in that pond once.
Oh,
and
no.
we used to swim in that pond all the time.
Oh, no.
So Dad's like, this snapping turtle needs to go, which was a good move. And I will leave this to the Patreons to decide if they want a bonus pod about the extensive efforts that were gone to kill that snapping turtle once we caught it.
Oh,
we
no.
caught it. And those things are real hard to make die, it turns out. There were many horror movie style weapons deployed, and that thing just kept walking around.
This is definitely secrets.
Yeah. Speaking of which, the
Secrets.
Patreons say they want the bonus pod with all my secret projects on it, so we'll maybe record that when we're done with this.
But it has to be confidential, and we can't tell anyone.
I mean, you got to pay your $4.99 a month.
It's just going to be hi, and then it's all bleeped.
No.
The whole thing is
no
bleeped
redactions.
out.
No redactions.
And then I bleep, and now I'm planning on bleep.
I also have some of those secrets that I can't talk about yet, but I will once I'm legally allowed to.
Bleep.
Maybe we'll put those in as a bleep.
Statute of limitations expire.
Yeah. All right. And item number 3 for Administrative Corner is we received a package.
We received several packages, but this package was special.
Yeah.
It was giant. It looked like a shelf.
Ingo's like, we got a huge package. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, will you please come help me with this huge package? And I'm like, okay, I will help you with it. So I open the box, and in the box is another box. And then I open that box, and in it is a third box, but the third box is
labeled.
not nondescript. It is an Underberg Mega Pack. And by Mega Pack, I mean 120 bottles, 10, 12 packs.
So
of
many
Underberg.
little tiny Underbags.
It's so much Underberg. And it's amazing.
It's like Christmas in whatever month this is. July.
July, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, yes. But there was no note, so we don't know who it was from.
That's true.
So,
It was
anonymous.
some corporate address. Like
Yeah.
the Underbag people.
I think it came from like where you can order Underbag online. So, whoever sent us the 120 Underbags, thank you.
Thank you, Santa. They're not all gone yet.
It's extremely awesome. I did do a thing that we had talked about, which is I decanted into, I had like a 750 milliliter bottle with like a little flippy top.
Yes, like with one of those like resealable.
Yeah.
What are they? What was the beer that used to have those? Grolsch caps.
So I decanted that bottle full.
When you say decant, you've emptied all the little bottles into one big bottle.
I got a funnel, and I emptied 36 Underbags into that bottle. I probably could have fit one or two more, like in the neck. But
for those of us not following us the whole time, why did you do that? Because you still have the
awesome.
Underbag.
It's awesome.
Yes.
I like the idea of like a big bottle of Underberg.
I know, since they're so committed to the small bottle format. They have no other format than the teeny tiny dropper bottles.
Yeah. So I kind of like, oh, now there's like a giant bottle of it.
It is.
But also the reason we're doing the Underberg is for the caps, which even though this is a thing for Ingo Corner usually, we also got 2 packages of just Underberg caps.
Yeah, this is okay to share now. It's administrative. We have to dispose of these. We have to appropriately use our riches.
Thank you to everybody who sent us your Underberg caps.
That's right. And did the work of emptying the bottles connected to the caps somehow.
I think someone had DM'd me and said they wanted to send us some, but they like lived far away, like not in the U.S. And so they just ordered them on eBay and had them sent to us.
The caps.
Yeah. You can buy the caps on eBay.
Well, we did that a little bit too.
We have some of those. So anyway, thank you to everybody who is sending your Underbag caps to us and or actual Underbag.
It's the daunting amount of Underbags.
How many have you had tonight, though? At least 2. I saw you have at least 2.
At least 2. I mean, I don't remember. They're just kind of tiny little afterthoughts. They're not even really liquid anymore. They're just these little drops. They're the eyedropper format.
So
it's teeny tiny.
Anyway, that was awesome. I mean, we love getting liquor in the mail.
Yeah.
And 120 tiny little bottles is.
I mean, that was a serious mega pack.
I got a good picture of all the bottles out on the counter after I emptied them.
It looks like a political rally.
It does kind of.
Or the aftermath of a civil war or a backdrop to one of those zombie movies.
They were all standing up.
Yeah.
So
you should have done some stop animation.
I could have really orchestrated some stuff.
Walk across, hurl themselves off the counter. Ah.
Well, the good thing is I only used 36 of the 120 bottles, so I could absolutely do this again.
Absolutely. I have so far been too intimidated to actually pour like a glass full of Underberg. Put some ice in a glass and then go glug, 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 and put in Underberg like I would Malort or something. It's a serious commitment to the thing.
Your nephew, who is in his 20s, and his friend are visiting, and you were suggesting they might come to the house. What do you think they would do if you pulled out like a bottle of Underberg?
Drink it.
Yeah.
They're absolutely in the mindset. They're spending 8 weeks in America from Germany. And they're absolutely in the mindset that they would finish that bottle of Wunderpause.
It'd be dangerous if they actually come here for a night of drinking.
Yeah, youth and alcohol. Ooh.
Woo! All right, so that's it for Administrative Corner. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for the caps, having done the work already, but also thanks for sending the bottles, because I enjoy doing some of the work.
Indeed. It's time for dog updates. This is our first podcast since the full squad has been united.
Since the training, see how that's paying off.
Wiedervereinigungstag.
Wiedervereinigungstag, yes.
Was,
I don't know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday I got here. Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Ella integrated immediately, right? There was no issue of growling or her being intimidated or awkwardness. They were immediately, everyone's on the same chaotic footing as with everyone else.
They're like, we just had one of these. Is this the same one? It smells kind of the same.
Smells kind of the same. Feda's like, someone's still attached to my tail. Sometimes it's a heavy one, sometimes it's a light one, but someone's always chomping my tail.
Yep.
We still have the waterproof blankets everywhere because it's pee again.
She's peed like 3 times during this podcast.
I know.
She has
I have
no
too,
idea.
But I didn't go on the carpet.
She has no idea about the house breaking. She has a little bit of an idea, but she also will just go.
She gets so distracted that she completely does not think about anything when she's thinking about something else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
if she's like wound up and playing,
which she is doing a lot while she's not sleeping, she's playing or eating stuff.
Oh my God.
She's just discovered everything is edible.
I like 70% believe at this point that she is the thing that I have wished for, which is Vodes reincarnated.
Without epilepsy.
Without epilepsy, starting at puppy stage. There's so much Vodes in here. She's like 100% Vodes.
It's such a karmic move to be like, okay, this is what you wished for. It's a lot, though.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Of course, she's freaking adorable and fluffy and just super puppy. So it's
perfect.
Like it's in this adorable little package, but she's destructive and chompy.
Yeah.
She decided she loved the plant in our bathroom and just like ate 20 leaves off of it.
Oh yeah, she loves the plant.
It's
I know.
threadbare.
I know.
But what you had her on a conference call.
I had her. She was like eating the wall.
Yeah.
What
is up with that?
You got talking to the mic.
How could you eat the wall?
She pushed her face up there, was eating the wall, and so I went and grabbed her. And I've got, I take my Zoom calls in my office, and there's like a little ZZ plant over my shoulder, and she was like, I was holding her, and she's just like, ow, like reaching her head over there, chomping at the plant.
Today she just decided I'm gonna chomp everything, everything.
Yep.
She was in the car with me at some point, and she ate the steering wheel. She was chomping on the steering wheel. Crazy.
At one point I was like, could you texted him? I was like, I'm on the Zoom call. Can you please come take her? She was eating the wall. Yeah.
But we're probably going to keep her because she's cute.
She's great. She and Zola absolutely love each other.
Yeah, there's a lot of mini-me there. Yep. And Feta gets along with all of them. There's no third wheel problem.
No, it's great because they all can kind of trade off.
Yep.
It's really good.
It's working well. Remy occasionally will play with Ella. I can. Here's another name I can now get confused because it's a 2-syllable consonant. Vowel heavy name.
Feta, Zola, Ella. I mean, not ideal.
Occupy exactly the same space in my brain.
Yeah.
I call everyone Feta one day and everyone Zola the next.
Yep.
I've called Ella Bella, which I kind of like Bella.
I'm fine if you start
Doesn't
calling
go
her
for
Bella.
mozzarella, but
Yeah,
I like Bella's a pretty name.
Look, she's a pretty dog. She deserves a pretty name.
Bella. She doesn't listen anyway, so it's fine. Result of the training, right? Feta and Zola.
Yeah.
They're somewhat better.
But you know what? You're a lot better.
Yeah,
You were also trained and it worked.
I'm trying to copy the trainer. I try to copy how he talks too.
Yeah,
He has a certain cadence, and sometimes they pay more attention when I use that cadence. Also, he always has a sack full of treats, you know. Note to Jen,
ice cubes.
dogs love treats.
Ice cubes.
He doesn't have ice cubes. He's got treats.
You know, he gives them treat dust.
He does. It's like mushed up treats.
I
I could give them treat dusts, reconstituted into
offered to
big
get
pieces.
you one of those little packs that he has his treats in, those little bags that clip onto your
sounds
waistband.
nasty to have like treat dust
Okay,
sticking
I
around
mean,
my...
you're all like trying to imitate the trainer until it's like, how about you get some treat?
He doesn't
bag.
snuggle with them the way I do. You know how fast they would be eating the bag and chewing through the bottom of the bag? This is like my pocket. When I have a treat in my pocket, it's game over
Okay,
for my pocket.
well, I don't know
Game
what to tell you.
over. Just going to use more treats. That's what I trained. That's what I learned.
We still have dogs on diets.
Who else is on diet? Just Feta.
I mean, definitely Feta, but we gotta like really watch it with like Guac and Brody and Remy, and Zola. She was a real skinny puppy, but she's not anymore.
She is exactly perfect. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with Zola.
No, there's nothing wrong with her.
It can't be cured with more treats.
Anyway,
Zola, look at that big head on Zola. She's not...
she's
she's
I love
never
her
a problem.
so
She is a
much.
very pretty dog.
I love her so much.
Yeah, I love her more than treats. To just give her more treats. There's something there.
Mm,
I'm trying to be good with the treats. We've already, eliminated some rounds of treats. Sometimes I bring them in without giving them a treat now.
yeah,
They're always very sad.
they're fine.
Sad.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm
Yes,
sad.
you're sad. That's exactly it. You're
I
sad.
go, aren't you guys sad? Are you making sad eyes? Come on, make sad eyes. Are you making sad eyes? That's kind of how it works. It's a feedback loop.
Okay.
The trainer thinks Feta's not that smart.
Did he say that?
Well, he said she gets distracted. He said she's like a field golden, She's not that. She has limits. He was kind of nice about it, but he was like, Zola's just smarter, but Zola's also stubborn. Zola doesn't do everything.
I love her. She's perfect. I love her
She's
so
your
much.
baby.
Oh
I
my
know.
God, I love her so much.
I know.
I like walk around and she's like sitting on the floor, and I go, "Hi, Zola," and she kind of looks at me, and then she like does a little wag on her tail, and I come up and she's like wag.
She's so good.
She loves me. It's so nice.
Yeah, you try that with Ella, and Ella's like, "I'm gonna bite your nose off."
I got a little swollen lip today because she just like opened her mouth and then like hurled herself at my face.
She's in a real violent
It wasn't
phase.
even really a chomp. It was just like a tooth-to-face meeting.
She's in a real violent phase right now. It's
Yeah.
just she's taking a lot of the world down with her.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, the boys are doing fine.
Mm-hmm.
Remy's being a nice man. He occasionally plays a little. Everybody else is
Guac's
fine.
dealing with his, normal mental health issues, but he's a very good boy.
Just protecting his shark and,
Mm-hmm.
and his
He's
avocado.
just a very good boy.
Guac and I, we're in a phase where like the wind has been pretty calm, and which means it's paddleboard time. Because I don't like to paddle when it's real windy. But today it was like 0 mile an hour winds. So when it's smooth in the morning, me and Guac go for a paddle. He gets to come every time.
He's so good at it.
Yeah.
Good job, Guac.
So he's
I think it's
getting
great that you get protection out of it
Indeed.
and ballast.
Yeah. Though he doesn't always know the right way to go. Sometimes he's like, I'm going to lay crossways. And I'm like, okay. Sometimes he's like, I'm going to face backwards. I'm like, you're not.
And
Somebody's
look at
like,
you. He
I'm
wants to
gonna
look at you.
Stand.
Standing
No,
is
Guac,
always
you
bad.
cannot stand.
You're jiggling it. You're jiggling it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, it's a standing paddleboard, is
Yeah.
it not?
I'm like, lay down.
Go back.
I will force you to lay down. So yeah. So everybody's doing good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have nothing for ramblings. Do you have any ramblings?
Ramblings. Does the lobster season count as that? No, it's Taste of the Keys. Mini season? Mini season? Mini
season.
Mini season?
No, we'll talk about that next week, I guess.
Why?
All right, go ahead.
It's coming up.
Go ahead. When is it?
The 25th is mini season, lobster
It's
mini
the
season.
12th. We've got another podcast before that.
The 14th is the Florida residents only mini season.
That's Sunday.
Decreed by our evil emperor of a governor. He decided he's going to let more people grab more lobsters in an unqualified mad rush to deplete the freaking oceans.
Whoa.
So Florida residents are allowed to take more lobsters on Sunday. There's a whole 24 hours that they can go out and just grab a bunch of lobsters.
Wow.
And I don't like him, and I don't think the policy makes any sense. And I've seen some interviews with people who are like, it's a bad idea.
No.
We don't need more
if
people.
Ron DeSantis did it, it is likely a bad idea.
It's likely a bad idea.
He's done a few good things.
Wow.
He did that Everglades project, and it was like extremely successful.
Did he do it, or was it the legislature and he like signed off on it?
He kind of pushed for it,
Yeah.
actually. And if you guys haven't been to the Everglades, I mean, the Everglades are like a huge part of South Florida. Like they're giant. It's like the whole bottom of the
What do
state.
they call it? The ocean of grass or something? The sea of grass?
Do they?
Yeah, it filters all the water that we drink.
It's real important, and it's massive, and there's a road that goes through it. I mean, there's a couple roads that go through it. So you can get
But not that many.
No, there's two. So you can get from Miami to the Gulf Coast, basically. And when they built those roads, they like put dirt in for the road to be on, and so then the water can't move. Right? It's kind of like a dam across the Everglades.
Yeah.
And so then the Everglades stopped working. Like all kinds of shit died.
They dried up, yeah.
Part of it dried up. The water stopped getting filtered. It was a real mess. And so they came up with this plan, and like to give Ron DeSantis credit for something, he was active in helping with this plan. They found these like points where they basically were going to raise the road. So make it a bridge so the water can flow cleanly under it. And there were like 8 points or something that they were going to do this construction in. And they put like 2 of them in, and then the problem was solved.
Yeah.
Like they only actually needed 2 of them. But like the Everglades started working again, and everything came back to life.
I remember the construction they were doing on that for,
Yeah.
I mean, it was years.
Yep.
But, okay, that's great.
I think that's the only thing.
I don't give him
everything.
credit.
No, I mean,
Someone paid him to do this. It's fine. Construction company paid him to do it.
anyway, fuck that guy.
Fuck the guy in particular, yes.
Yeah, that's right. You want to do Taste of the Keys?
Yeah.
Or was that the Taste of the Keys? Which
No,
is
that
like
was
my
rambly.
segment.
That was
it
rambly.
Yeah, it was. There you go. Okay.
One of these days we'll do a video podcast and you can see my eye rolling. And we can see yours, although we can hear yours fine. It's fine.
All right. For Taste of the Keys this week, this is from Keys Weekly, but is not by 2-time Pulitzer Prize winning journalist and friend of the squad, Gwen Flosa. This is by Jim McCarthy.
More's the pity.
Woman airlifted after she was electrocuted at Rowells Park in Key Largo. A woman was airlifted, which, to be fair, if anything bad happens to you in the Keys, you get airlifted.
Because
We
there's
don't-
nothing here
we
to
don't
take
really
care
have
of you.
hospitals.
No.
She was airlifted to a hospital on July 8th following a reported electrocution at Rowells Waterfront Park in Key Largo. She was situated near a light pole, which she touched and received a shock. According to Key Largo
Stop
Fire
touching
Department,
that, maybe.
the victim's husband said his wife touched one of the street light poles and was electrocuted.
Was she 25 feet in the air when she touched it? Because that would make more sense.
The woman was airlifted to Jackson Hospital in Miami in abundance of caution by Key Largo EMS. She was listed in stable condition. John Tuckus, the husband of the woman who was shocked, told Keys Weekly by phone that they live not far from the park and they frequently take their dog there. His wife Elizabeth simply leaned her hand on the pole and was shocked. She suffered from a quarter-sized burn mark on her knee as a result of the electrocution.
Wow. Weird.
He says, quote, "She was really messed up last night, twitching and shaking with muscle spasms. She's doing a little better today."
Don't interview the husband, maybe. This is terrible.
Please,
He's not. She doesn't want to be known as the twitchy, shaky lady.
anything ever happens to me, don't talk about me to the press like this.
Of course. Oh, Jen had that horrible rash on her face, but otherwise she was just grotesque. But otherwise she's holding together quite fine, considering she grew an extra arm. I mean, no, I'm not doing any of that stuff. It sounds deeply disrespectful.
This next paragraph is weirdly detailed. On the morning of July 9th, officials with Monroe County Parks and Beaches, along with electricians from Wire Nuts, had an area near the restrooms cordoned off with yellow tape as they worked to investigate what happened. Wire Nuts was hired by the county to conduct the repairs. Wire Nuts wasn't involved with the installation of the lighting poles and had nothing to do with the incident.
Written by Wire Nuts.
does seem like that is a rewrite of the
For
email that Wire Nuts
Complete
sent.
electrical work, call Wire Nuts 305-555-1212.
Oh my god.
Despite the name, we're entirely sane. Wee!
Woo!
Wee!
John said, "Something like this should never have happened." No kidding, John. He said, quote, "The whole pole was live."
That's there's the payoff.
Yeah.
That's a booby trap.
Wasn't immediately known what caused the pole to be energized.
Poor lady.
Someone should have caught this. Oh, thank God a child didn't touch this. Like,
Oh, another terrible quote. Luckily, it was only a woman. Come on.
she's not a real person anyway.
Oh my God. What?
John.
Dude, what? That was not even Wire Nuts who gave that quote.
No.
It sounds like a Wire Nuts quote.
Oh my God.
That's terrible. Are you serious?
This is, quote, "Someone should have caught this. Thank God a child didn't touch this," he said.
Luckily, it was just a housewife. Oh my God.
We don't know that she's a housewife?
No, that's something he would say. No, of course not.
No.
Oh my God.
John,
So bad.
I wouldn't divorce you if you were like, yeah,
Wait, that was the husband?
that's the husband.
I thought this was like a spokesman. This is the
No.
husband?
This is the husband,
Oh,
John.
divorce. Divorce. This is indicative of deep problems. I'm glad only my wife went to the hospital and not some random child that I don't know or have any emotional
Hypothetical
connection to. I didn't marry this hypothetical child and have no loyalty to it, but I'm glad, it's too bad my
I mean,
wife
she
got
was just
zapped.
twitchy and shaky and muscle spasming because she got electrocuted, but thank God it wasn't a kid.
Here's a picture of her when she's spasming. Let me show you some
God.
video. Oh,
Yeah.
John. Oh,
John,
you're not actually on her side, buddy.
come on.
I'm glad the dog didn't live. I'm glad our dog's okay.
Which, like, I'm glad the dog's okay, but also,
No, you would never be like, oh,
God, Ingo
Luck-
got electrocuted and got airlifted to the hospital. Like, thank God one of our dogs.
Luckily, it wasn't guac. How bad is that to say that to the press? They really got him talking, man. That guy had no idea.
Mm.
I mean, best case scenario, he had no idea. Worst case scenario, he's just a jerk.
God. So there you go. That's Taste of the Keys.
Some boat smashed into a bridge recently.
Yeah.
Like 7 people were on a boat, and I think 6 of them went to the hospital
Yeah.
because he was speeding and hit a bridge pillar, which was not moving. It was just there.
Yeah. They don't
Slow
move.
down. Slow down. I was just talking to the Germans, and they're like, you got to get a boat's license in Germany. I was like, yeah, they don't have that here, and maybe that's not the best system.
Yeah, we could maybe do better.
Maybe you wouldn't smash into bridges as much.
No kidding.
Stationary objects, by the way, if you
Yeah.
had a boat license.
It's time for German Word of the Week.
Timbo.
German Word of the Week.
German word of the week, sent to me by a friend of the squad, or actually several. Stubentiger.
I don't know what that means.
It's a room tiger. It's just an affectionate nickname for a cat, for a house cat.
Oh,
Mein Stubentiger,
well, that's cute.
which I think is nice because it's sweet and it's meant nicely, but it's
Yeah.
also recognition that they're pretty wild and they're kind of like little tigers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Stubentiger.
Yeah, it'd be like, your bed wolf. I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds dirty.
Anything could be dirty if you have a bad mind.
All right.
Huh.
It's time for Ingo Corner, where you talk about whatever you want, and I won't tell you that it's boring.
I am in awe of
Oh, in awe.
the power we have, and I think I should have wielded it more carefully when I asked for Underberg lids and Underbergs, because now have a lot of Underberg.
Are you gonna finally
lids.
You ordered those engraved glasses, which I love, but I didn't know it. So
I will tell you this time. I wanted it to be a surprise last time.
No, it was a great surprise, and I loved it. And you don't have to tell me this time, but are you gonna order the stand for the glasses?
Yes, but we have to order more glasses.
That's okay.
It doesn't come.
We
with
have a lot of caps.
It doesn't. It doesn't come with glasses. If I'd known that, I wouldn't have wasted my caps on a T-shirt last time. I thought it was my last chance. No, so yes, we'll get this. I will get you the stand, and we'll get 2 more glasses for guests when we have we serve Underberg to our guests
in little glasses. You're just drinking out of the bottle. You could be using the glass with your name on it.
Yeah, but then I have to clean it.
That's true.
You know, these little bottles are like little magic elixirs. They're like delicate little
I agree.
alchemical things.
It's absolutely magic because of the little bottles.
It's so fun.
For sure. Yep, for sure.
So fun with the little bottles.
Okay, anything else?
Thanks to everyone who sends cards. We got some, after Flag Day, we also got some 4th of July cards, and we got some very nice cards from everyone. So, don't hesitate. They are all appreciated, and they make every day like little Christmases when I find cards in there.
That's true.
It's good. I don't even have to. I do order packages for myself, so I get stuff from Amazon too. But this is even more exciting because I didn't have to order it.
That's true.
Yeah. So thank you. Thanks to everyone. Thanks. You keep looking at me like I have more to say. That's it. That's all I got.
Excellent.
One of these days we'll put it on video and people will see you looking at me like that. What? Stop looking at me.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks for listening. And until next time, Slava Ukraini. And don't put anyone unless they ask you to.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.